Our Learning Futures Collaborative is called Learning and Educating Across Refugee/Immigrant Networks. And the big question that drives us, the real broad question is, who needs to weigh in on this, right? And how can we get these people together? And then what can we do? So part of it is getting the right people or the right groups of people together, even people who aren't aware of current refugee situations other than possibly the news, who want to learn more, as well as experts who work for UNESCO, who work for refugee resettlement agencies, including refugees. And so how can we bring all these disparate experiences and voices to bear upon education for refugees and immigrants? Currently, public attention, academic attention has been looking at refugees and mass migrations. We know that problem is a large problem, and it's not going to be solved by or addressed by any one researcher, any one institution. And so for us, the Learning Futures Collaborative gave us a chance to formally partner with Childhood Education International to start bringing together not just researchers, but practitioners, refugees, policymakers, all together to have some really difficult conversations that will help set a path forward. So there are like 80 million forcibly displaced persons in the world. And that's only going to increase with climate change and war and violence. And if we look at two recent examples, the Ukraine and then also Afghanistan, our treatment of these populations varies dramatically. And we need to address some of the racism, the xenophobia, the homophobia that undergirds who we include and who we exclude. And so I think that is an ongoing issue. It has been since World War II. As the world continues to change and people are forced out of their homes, it's up to all of us to address these issues. I'm an anthropologist, a cultural anthropologist who studies issues of education. So I think what I bring to that is about 20 years of working with refugees and immigrants and trying to see all the things that they can do and that they do despite pretty marginalizing policies and legislations and practices. So for me, my vested interest and possibly my expertise is bringing the lens of what are they doing, right, instead of what they can't do. I feel that in my role in the leadership team, I feel like it's a privilege, honestly, to be able to lead the kinds of faculty and students and staff that we have. It's really quite remarkable that they let me do that, but then we also have a responsibility. And so part of my responsibility is to engage in important matters that I think our college can attend to, but also I want to work alongside faculty. I am faculty and students, and I think that one part of leadership that we don't talk about much because there's so much of leadership is transactional and decision-making and organizational, programmatic, is that we need to contribute to the intellectual capacity of this organization, right? We need to be thought partners, we need to be challenging things, we need to be making mistakes intellectually, and when we need to be doing that with others. So for me, I can't imagine not doing it. I can't imagine not doing it, and I think many on the leadership team, right? We have Punya, we have Aveta, have really constantly and engaged in this work and supported this work for faculty and staff and students, and I hope we continue to do that. Yeah. We are just starting. We have done some work over the summer, which is great. But a year from now, I would like us to have multiple intersecting, overlapping networks of people who are working on issues of refugee education. So maybe that could be someone starting a school, someone else doing tutoring. It could be someone working at a policy level for a global entity, but that we would all be well connected and have a bunch of resources and be attending from different entry points to the issues of educating refugees and migrants. That would be fabulous. Yeah.